Dear viewers, you are watching OBN Horn of Africa, our weekly program Invest in Ethiopia. Today we'll be discussing the role of agricultural investment in the country's economic growth. To discuss these issues, I joined by Mr. Tashoma Bogala, Director General of the Oromia Agricultural Research Institute. Till the end of our program, stay tuned. Mr. Tashoma, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Thor.
First, would you tell us about your institute?
Yeah, thank you very much for this opportunity. Oromia Agricultural Research Institute is established in Oromia region, currently working across all borders of Oromia regions. We are focusing on agricultural technology generation, technology multiplication, technology promotion, training, and so on. So basically, we are focusing on 8 major research discipline, in which we generate much of the agricultural technologies. The first one is crop research. We have a number of crop varieties are annually generated, popularized, multiplied, and transferred to the farmers. The second discipline is about livestock, animal, Animal Research Directorate. We are working on animal technology generation, animal technology promotion, animal technology training, and animal technology multiplication and transfer to the households. Another big directorate is working on natural resource. Natural resource, the main wing is on focusing on soil and water, soil conservation, water conservation, soil fertility management, and agroforestry is also these directorates. Basically, we have been generating a number of technologies under these. The first one is soil fertility management, fertilizer use, water conservation, and so on. Another discipline is crop protection. You see, most of the technologies need protective environment, or we are using about 30 to 40% of our produce, if not protected. So crop research directorate are working on pathological aspect of crop protection. That is the microorganism, the microorganism damaging the crop in the field, in the store, and in the process even. Another wing is the weed protection, the weed management, I mean. Another wing is the insect or the entomology. You see the storage pest, the field pest, you know, the locust, deserts, and so on are the major challenge of our agricultural products. So we are working to generate the technology, how the farmers protect their fields, how they know to protect their animals, and so on. So another wing is technology multiplication is also another department. If you generate the technology, it should be multiplied. The initial technology should be sufficiently multiplied from the research center. So we are working on multiplication of the initial technology. For example, pre-basic, basic, and breeder seed or the nucleus seed of hybrid crops like maize, sorghum, and so on. And another research discipline, majorly we are working is on agricultural engineering team. The agricultural engineering team are basically working on labor saving, land preparation, processing, harvesting, and rural energy. Rural energy also have technology in our research system. So we are reaching in different discipline to our community. The research demand is very high. The current challenge is producing the sufficient amount of the technology to all stakeholders. So the research, our research is briefly handling a number of research, a number of technologies are there. We are working in all agroecologies, in all socio-economic of the region.
Currently, your institute has 17 research centers established across the region based on socio-economic and agroecologies of farming community mandated to multi-research disciplines, as you have mentioned. What they achieved so far?
So thank you very much. The research achievement is a bulky number. It's difficult to mention shortly. But majorly, we are generating about 300 technologies annually, more than 300 technologies, and informations are currently generated continuously through the year. The major one are the crop varieties. For example, in this season, very huge number, historical change number of varieties were released from Oromia Agricultural Research Institute. About 34 new crop varieties are released, recommended, competing with the national varieties. So a large number of technologies are annually on the progress to be generated. Generating technology is not the final goal. The final goal is changing this technology and information to the economy, to the farmers. So also we are working on technology multiplication, as I've said. We are multiplying the initial technology. We are promoting these new varieties. These new technologies are new to the farmers and to the farming community. So it's very needed to give training, to give information to the farming community, and to be popularize this technology. So we are working both on technology generation, technology promotion, technology training, and technology multiplication also. So basically, still we are focusing on generating strong technology. What I mean strong technology, the technology should be beat the existing technology. The new variety should beat the existing variety, yield advantage of more than 10%. It should resist the disease and the reoccurring the disease and the pests, and also should resist and adapt to the current environment or the environmental change or the climate impact. So these new technologies are working toward adaptation to the current change of the current change environmental impact, and also good advantage for the markets, for the market, the local market and the international market too. Our community are focusing on the local market and the international market. It should have the national standard seed color size and the commercial aspects of the products demands on the world market. So we are working on technology generation to the market level. So our research is from generation to processing and even to the marketing currently. Yeah.
Good. Irrigation-based mechanization and cluster farming are among getting special attention from the government. These efforts require technological support. Don't you see challenges farmers may face in utilizing these technologies, and how you have been supporting them?
Thank you very much. Irrigation technology is at an infant stage in our country. Also, it is at infant stage currently. we are using the large scale and the large promotion, and a large amount of return has been gained from irrigation technology. Really, frankly speaking, our farming system is shifting from rain-fed agriculture to the irrigation system. So, in this transition, expected challenge are there are a number of expected challenge. The first one is water use efficiency. We have to use our water efficiently. The second one is the soil, the soil aspect, the soil health aspect. If you use overdose irrigation, or if you flood your field, there could be damage on soil structure, and the soil pH level could be changed. That is a dangerous aspect of irrigation. So we are also working on that side. Another one is water source development. Yeah, you see, farmers are ambitious using for agriculture because of this high productivity. In this case, the water supply is not at the sufficient stage. Still, we are not we are not managing our rivers. We are not managing our lakes, and we are not managing underground waters. We are at the initial stage. So, in another case, there is an ambitious plan of irrigation system, or large scale of irrigation system across the Oromia region. So in this case, there is some shortage of water, especially as a critical stage of crop. For example, for irrigation, for irrigated wheats, the critical water shortage has been happened at early stage, at planting, at emergency stage, and sometimes at flowering stage. These are the critical point, which can be reduced, significant reduction on the yield and the technology promotion. So from research wing, we are planning to work on water use efficiency, soil conservation efficiency, the irrigation directorate, or the irrigation bureau is also on the way of capacity development, infrastructure development, the river development, the rainwater conservation, the soil technologies are on progress to be developed. So at this stage, another challenge is the land preparation. The land should be leveled. If the land is not well prepared, the water cannot uniformly reach to the root system of the crop. This is another aspect of the challenge. So in the uniform land, in the sufficient land, in the sufficient water supply, the yield of the crop is very high. Where the land is not well prepared, and where water is not sufficiently supplied to the crop, the yield has been reduced, and we have seen a reduction of the crop yield in some zones of Oromia. So we have to work, we have to train very frequently the development agents, the land preparation, the water use efficiency, the irrigation system, the soil aspect, the soil health aspect, and the damage of overflooding. So in the current season, we are working to narrowing this challenge. Thank you.
Well, do you think the current initiative on food self-sufficiency free Ethiopia from century-old trend of poverty?
Yeah, this is really a very critical image. We have been in agricultural research system, and we are promoting the technology. We are producing several varieties annually, but still we haven't reached to the self-sufficiency, the full self-sufficiency. But the breaking is through this transformation area. We have seen that we are producing sufficient wheat for Ethiopia and even to the neighboring country. So this is the great shift we are producing sufficient amount of crop, fruit crop, and other cereal crops by irrigation and using improved technology. So if Oromia Agricultural Research Institute and Oromia Bureau of Agriculture and other stakeholders are working together like this, if you keep this momentum, I'm very sure our country shortly become food self-sufficient. We can export sufficient of grain, oil crops, and pulse and the other crops, and we can alleviate the current hard currency shortage too. So what we have to do is we have to use improved technology. We have to follow the agricultural science. We have to follow the agricultural recommendation. And the stakeholders are nearly need to work simultaneously. And the challenge in agriculture shall be solved very shortly. And then our country can be modernized. So we are starting mechanization. Why we promote mechanization? Because of agricultural product, production cost is very high. If you continue to produce like using the human labor and animal labor, we can't compete the world market. So agricultural mechanization are labor saving and help to produce sufficient grain for the international markets too.
There are also many challenges to the Ethiopian agriculture sector, starting from the practice of traditional way of farming to climate change related problems. What is being done as a nation to overcome this problem?
Yeah, there are a number of challenges in the agricultural system, in food crop production, in livestock technology, in all aspects of agricultural production. So this challenge can be solved only through scientific-based research technology and promotion. So in Oromia region, we have been establishing Agricultural Transformation Council. This council is advising all agricultural system in the region, doing so that we have been identifying a number of challenges in agricultural system. The first one is technology generation promotion. The second one is the use of irrigation, I have mentioned. The third one is mechanization. Another one is the rural finance. Farmers are not accessible to the rural finance. The credit system are not well accessed to the farming community. Another one is input supply system. This is a big challenge. To modernize or to produce sufficient amount of agricultural produce. The demand supply system and the supply amount should be should be changed from the current system. So we are working on this. Another wing is as I mentioned earlier is agricultural mechanization. So agricultural system should be mechanized. Mechanization is not only tractorization. We have to focus on field preparation, harvesting, processing, transporting, and all should be supported with mechanized energy. So we are working on this. The methodology is all adopted and on progress. Another challenge is again is about rural financing. Let me go back and some agricultural machineries are under several taxation. So Ethiopian government are remove double taxation or the taxes on agricultural implements that are now free to be free to the market, free to the farmers. Uh, Another challenge is what should be solved is extension system. Extension system. The research have a number of technology at its hand. These technology are not fastly moved to the farmers' fields. So the agricultural system has also this challenge. So we are also working to lubricate this challenge. The extension environment should be free, and it should be yeah it should be guided by professional or by the skilled manpower. So we are working on this also aspect. So generally we are identifying about nine main target or pillars to transform agriculture in Oromia as well as in Ethiopia. We have been started 3-4 years back, and we have seen significant change. Some of the transformation have initiative. You may hear that initiative, agricultural initiative in Oromia. Currently, we have working on about 28 plus initiative. Initiative, agricultural initiative development. What we mean is uh, the special approach for the selected community. For example, irrigated wheat, livestock artificial insemination, green legacy, irrigation, uh, coffee, avocado, papaya, banana, and so on. About 28 special attention or initiative committees are currently ongoing, and we have seen the real impact on the farmers and on even on the market. So if we keep moving like this, and if we increase this number of initiatives annually, we can beat this challenge, and ultimately we can transform agriculture, and finally our farmers or the livelihood of the community can be shifted to the self-sufficiency. Thank you.
Well, given the ever-increasing price of modern fertilizer and other inputs, the Ethiopian farmers are being encouraged to use compost and other local alternative mechanisms. What should be done to replicate model practices to all parts of Ethiopia?
Yeah, you mentioned very interesting aspects. Currently, we are depending on importing inorganic fertilizer, while we have at hand the best quality of fertilizers, that's organic fertilizers, which is healthy for soil, healthy for environment, and healthy for human too. So currently, we are promoting two wings of organic fertilizer. That is a normal composting system. The farmers can easily collect the residues, the leftover of the crops, and can compost and decompose and reuse to the field. Another, the new initiative package is a vermicompost. This vermicompost is nutritively very rich, easily release the nutrients, and can easily decompose at very short time. So as a package, every farmers can propagate or multiply the vermiworm and can produce sufficient amount of organic fertilizer for his farm at a small scale. That I mean, not for the commercial one. So at this stage, what we are advising is using both organic and inorganic fertilizers simultaneously. For one reason, this organic fertilizer cannot release nutrients immediately as inorganic one. So if you integrate both, the inorganic one can release at short time and finally depleted. So if we integrate both, the yield can be significantly increased. The soil fertility, the soil structure also get improved shortly. So we are revising using the integration of both.